Radiant team, ban.
So once again, welcome back to the Dota 2 Cyber Gaming competition. This will be the third and fourth place game between 5 random people, 5 RP, as well as TomDH. So right now, very quickly, we are going into the draft. But before that, my name is Maya Arcana. Thank you all for tuning in, and
10 seconds.
big welcome to those who have just joined us at the event itself. This event is proudly sponsored by Logitech. They have an event next week, next Friday as well, so that's the 21st of March. It will be held at Colosseum, level 5 Bugis Plus in Singapore, right, on that day itself, and that will start around 12 and end around 7 p.m. So do go down there, and if you guys haven't joined the Dota 2 competition that they will be having, do join that because you will be going up against me. Not that I am a very good player, but yeah, you know. On to the game. 5 RP going to ban out the Slark as well as the Ancient Apparition. So that's Slark and AA going to get taken out there. Will not see the global AA out. So that's one thing I really miss seeing. 5 RP going to very quickly pick up the Bristol back as well as the Disruptor. Excuse me. That's gonna be very interesting combo, but I'm gonna look at TomDH's ban right now. They have banned out the OD as well as the Slaughter, so and picked up the Invoker as well as the Darkseer. So maybe they have learned from their previous game that Invoker Ethereal from 你在哪里 on the Invoker just too good.
10 seconds remaining.
Now talking about the meta for a bit, so 5 RP they have picked up the Bristol back as well as the Disruptor has been very recently meta itself. Kinetic Field is a great excuse me, is a great blocker, just like the Clockwork Cogs. It's a great actually, and Bristleback can just wade in. If all 5 heroes from TomDH get caught in that kinetic field, it's gonna be hell for them because that Static Storm just will wreck them, and the Bristleback will just wade in with the Quill Spray as well, and that will basically shred TomDH. So we're gonna see over at TomDH the Invoker. Will he not too sure who's gonna play him mid lane. That was Poppers on the puck in the previous game, so he might pick up the Invoker again. And you know, Invoker comboed with the Darkseer pretty good. The Darkseer wall can go down along with the Invoker's Ice wall, and then a vacuum into that will be pretty much devastating for 5 RP if they get caught out of position. Right now, the next set of bans, 5 RP gonna ban out the hard carries there. The life stealer is gonna get banned out. The Faceless Void also going to get banned out there, so no hard carries for TomDH there, but I'm not sure if TomDH wants to go in that way. TomDH will ban out mid lane heroes. The Slaughter gets banned out, the Storm Spirit also gets banned out, so no Storm Spirit Invoker fights here. Gyrocopter also going to get banned out. I believe TomDH actually banned out the Gyrocopter in the previous game, so they really don't want to have to fight up against him. 5 RP gonna pick up the Lion now, and very quickly answered by TomDH. They're gonna pick up the Nyx Assassin, so we will see Spikes and Impels that will provide a bit more CC for TomDH as well. And if Nyx Assassin manages to land those Impels, that will be pretty awesome. Because it has been changed as well it's been changed for quite a long while as well. Now there's this point target rather than a single target, a unit target like the Earth Spike. So Nyx Assassin needs to be very careful with his positioning. He needs to get those ganks off as well. The thing is that, you know, he can get ganks off Vendetta. Will be able to take out most squishy heroes, but 5 RP right now, they don't have any squishy heroes at all, with the exception of a Lion. If he does not get a Bracer or two, you know, he's gonna get ganked very easily by Nyx Assassin. But part of me doubts that 5 RP will actually allow that to happen. Five RP now going to pick up the Alchemist as well, and that forces TomDH to just rethink the strategy right now. They are eating they are gonna eat into their bonus time right now. And they will. Awesome. I love this hero. They are gonna pick up the Vengeful Spirit. And with a swap and stun, that's a bit more crowd control added for TomDH here. But really, such a squishy hero early game. She can get shredded by Lion's combo.
10
A
seconds
spike into a
remaining.
hex, into some right clicks, and then finally the Finger of Death. So
Radiant
TomDH, both
team,
teams,
ban.
actually, no, TomDH does need to find their last hard carry here. And they have, and 5RP actually have denied them 3 hard carries, the Lifestealer, the Void, as well as the Luna. So TomDH have to pick up a hard-hitting last hero here, I would say. They might go for a tiny, because a tiny toss. I would love to see a tiny here, but he might take quite a bit to farm the Darkseer. The Darkseer could be tossed, and then he can throw the wall down into a vacuum, and then the rest of the team can follow up. But 5RP will pick up the Alchemist, probably the safe lane farmer here, and the Death Prophet for mid lane. So 5RP will have Bristleback in off lane. That's what I'm calling right now. Disruptor, Lion, Alchemist in the safe lane, and potentially that's an aggressive tri lane as well. So if they go aggressive, they will go into the off lane.
Remaining.
But it waits to be seen. Death Prophet will go mid lane, and that will be going up against Invoker. So I've seen Death Prophet go up against Invokers before. It is not a pretty sight. Both sides will get hurt. TomDH looking for the
Phantom
last.
Lancer.
Wow! Cancer Lancer. We are gonna see potentially a mid to late game here. I do realize that 5RP what they want is that armor reduction, and they will find it. Alchemist can reduce armor with his acid spray. I was gonna say Alchemist can reduce armor with his acid spray. If he gets a medallion, then he's gonna be so much more scary. And then DP her out does physical damage, so all that armor reduction, and Bristleback as well, physical damage with his Quill Spray. Nasal Goo will reduce armor as well, and that's a ton of armor reduction for 5RP. So now going into the introduction of the teams, TomDH on the Radiant side, Jiawei on the Nyx Assassin, Poppers on the Invoker, reprising his role as a mid laner by the way, and Original by playing the Vengeful Spirit, Leonardo on the Phantom Lancer, and Locus on the Darkseer. With pings are coming out in the Radiant jungle. Excuse me, so excited to be here right now. And over on 5RP side, they are on the Dire side, Mr. Zogo on the Alchemist, Spirit on the Death Prophet, Tia on the Bristleback, AK Smiley Face on the Lion, Lang Flang Nami on the Disruptor. Really excited to see both teams line up here. I have not actually seen a Phantom Lancer in the competitive meta for quite a while. Looks like Leonardo is going to go into the Trident with the with Vengeful Spirit, Original on the Vengeful Spirit, and Jiawei on the Nyx Assassin. And of course, Alchemist, Lion, and Disruptor, they are going into the safe lane, up top lane as well. And both teams going to, well, this Darkseer, Locus has to be very careful because there's a lot of shutdown coming out from the Alchemist stun, the Lion stun, and of course the Disruptor kinetic field, just going to prevent Locus from running away. Right now, Leonardo is just gonna have to be very careful as well, because the Quill Spray can shred him pretty early. The pinks are coming out. They want to get an early kill here from DH. Oh, they run in. Where's the stun from Original? Stun just yet. Tia just running a bit out of range there. And now both supports will go into the lane, try to get some farm as well, try to get some EXP in top lane. Will we see Locus? No, Locus gets pushed back by the Thunder Strike there. He's he doesn't have a point in search just yet, so very, very dangerous game he's playing here. The Iron Shell is going to irritate Mr. Zogo for a bit because he is a melee hero, but he's getting his farm. He's level 2 right now. Putting a point in Grievo's Greed will just start him off as a carry or a safe lane farmer. Right now, TomDH pushing up the lane a bit on bot lane, forcing this Bristleback to hang around, but he's pretty happy about that because, you know, he's so close to the tower, means that he can farm relatively safely here. And they want to go in on this. The slow comes out from Phantom Lancer. And where's the follow-up stun? No follow-up stun. It is too close to the tower, and they do not. TomDH does not have the creeps, but they want to go ham here. Stuns coming out, 2 stuns coming out on TR here, and he's reduced to half health with that Phantom Lancer's Spirit Lance. On top lane, however, this is what Mr. Zogo really wants. He wants the creeps to be kind of out of the tower range, but you know, it wants to be safe as well, and this will deny the Darkseer blockers from getting any farm at all. I mean, look at him. He is sitting 0-0 in terms of the last hits and denies. On the bot lane again, Pink's coming out, TomDH, they want to take out this Bristleback, but Bristleback has a point in Bristleback. And he will original looking to actually push TR away, push him, just forcing him to do the same thing that Dorcas is experiencing right now, just sitting at the tower, unable to do anything. But the creeps are getting pushed here. I would say 5 RP, they have a better control of the creep equilibrium at top lane. Also simply because TomDH also, there is a ward there preventing the camp from being spawned, so TomDH needs to do something about it, and top lane Dorcas just getting forced even further away from the tower now. He's trying to get in some last hits. That's going to be his first last hit and a deny there. And now he's going to fight the tower for last hits. And TomDH. Vengeful Spirit very low on mana, will not have a stun the next few minutes. And we will see a rotation in by Flang. I'll call that Disruptor Nami from now. So Nami on the Disruptor moves into bot lane, tries to push tries to get some last hits maybe? Nah, he's just gonna be here, crowd control a bit, just to ensure that this Bristleback does not die, because you know Bristleback, once he starts getting a bit more tanky, he is very, very hard to kill. My previous Bristleback game, when I drafted it, basically my Bristleback player was just so tanky, it had to take like 5 heroes to kill him, and even then he led them on the merry chase. And now, just a quick look at mid lane, 5 RP, they are Spirit on the Death Prophet has pushed the tower, has just damaged the tower a little. Popper's unable to do anything because he's gone for points in all 3, Crosswax and Exort. That means he's looking for that Sunstrike, he's looking for that Cold Snap as well, and I will be looking out for them. Very aggressive play here by AK as well as Zogo. They are looking to stun. The stun will go up on Lockers, but Mr. Zogo has no stun charged up, so he will not be going bot lane. We can see the first blood here. Nixon that is going to go down very, very quickly. Disruptor getting killed down there. Very, very unfortunate here. Probably got caught out in all that slow as well as the stun here. And that's TomDH first blood for them. And the thing is, you know, will they have an answer for this Alchemist? This Alchemist is getting pretty farmed up right now. 24 50 denies. He needs to deny. Usually I would say, you know, as a hard carry, as a safe lane farmer, you do not need to deny because your support should be doing that for you. But up against the Darkseer, you really need that. Leonardo's going to get caught in the kinetic field there, but there is no lockdown except for Nami's kinetic field and perhaps a glimpse.
Too bad.
But you know, there's no lockdown from either the Bristleback or the Disruptor, so they are gonna have to back off. And TomDH knows this. They have 2 stuns here, 3 if you include the Spike Carapace as well. And 5 RP just on bot lane. They need to be very, very careful. And on top lane, Locker's now happy sitting with the Salve on him. He's used up all his regen items, so he has to be a bit careful. He has 2 points in Surge, 3 points in Ion Shell. He'll be farming happily. The rune is gonna get taken by Spirit, and now Tiaoe is gonna come in and try to scare Spirit off, but Spirit's gonna. Both teams have seen that is a double damage rune, so Spirit now able to actually push the lane should he choose to. He has exorcism up, just mana just yet. Top lane, the stuns will come out. Zogo throwing out that stun. I believe he probably stunned himself. Locker's probably used that surge to just get out of range of the stun. They did rework the alchemist stun so that I think it's about 0.5 seconds faster now. You need to actually charge it much for a shorter time now, and we will see Poppers come up to top lane. He will throw out the tornado. 2 heroes caught in the tornado. Cold Snap will go on Mr. Zogo, and the stun will come out from him, and that forces both Lockers and Poppers away. Lockers and Poppers, pretty catchy name for a dancing dance group maybe. Zogo is going to charge up the stun. And now Locker's gonna just get out of rage again. This is the power of the Darkseer, and now Locker's gonna come back in. Such dangerous game he's playing. Such cheeky, much wow. And while that happens, Spirit with the double damage rune exhausted him up. He's gonna get the middle tower very, very quickly, almost 8 minutes in, and that's tower 1 down. T1 mid tower down for TomDH, and to be honest, both teams playing like this is you know, they have no sight at all. And looking at the mini map at the bottom here, both teams have very little sight, and this is not good for either team because, you know, as a support player myself, I always prefer to have a lot of sight around the map because then my carries can go ganking, I can go ganking as well. So 2 kills right now for TomDH. A quick look at the goal graph shows that, very interestingly, the goal graph is actually in 5RP's favor. They have been farming. I would say this Alchemist is making all that difference right now. Even the EXP graph, very, very even across across both teams. And I'm just waiting to see, yeah, gonna see Nami top. And Zogo's gonna get caught up here. He narrowly misses that. And then now he's gonna stun himself once again. So dangerous now. If Leonardo comes in with that Spirit Lance, he would probably be dead. DED dead, yeah. And now there's Leonardo even coming top. With Lockers as well as Xiaowei. They are gonna push the tower as well. TomDH says, you know, we want to pay you back for that tower taken in mid lane, so we're gonna take your top tower as well, force your carry back, force him to find another lane to farm. Locker's doing a good job of cutting the lane here. He has to be careful of the Lion though, but Locker's has the Surge at level 3, no vacuum just yet. He wants to go ham. He runs forward and tries to juke around, baiting out the stun here. Nyx Assassin comes in as well with the stun. The TP's all coming in. Will we see a stun there? Zogo comes in half health here and he gets caught in the kinetic. He gets caught out by all 3 heroes. The kinetic field will prevent all 3 heroes from going in after the two supports here, and they spot out Poppers here. Oh, Nami, the world of trouble if Poppers decides to let loose with he gets the Lion right now, and the EMP gets dropped down as well. Kinetic field will go down, and now Lion's gonna get right clicked down by Poppers here.
Fools die.
And Nami's gonna get caught, but Glimpse will send Lockers back, and he has no choice but to just go way back. So I'm looking at the hero levels here. Really wish, you know, Death Propper comes in with the exorcism, and now that stun. Doing so much damage, right? He's taking Spirit just taking so much damage as well. Nami unable to help with the EMP going down. All heroes will be trying to avoid that, and that's a great source of crowd control as well. 5 kills right now for TomDH and no kills at all for 5RP. And all this while Original on the bot lane. Will that be a carry Vengeful Spirit? I don't think so. But still, you know, she's farming up, and once she gets utility items such as the mech, such as Drum of Endurance. I personally like a 4-star as well on the Vengeful Spirit because that's just so much more mobility for her. Once she gets her items set up, she will be able to contribute a lot more to her team. But right now she has decided to actually go for... She has decided to just farm, try to get some... Probably get some wards up both teams. That's what I think they should do. And 5 RP just 4 manning right now, trying to buy some space for the Alchemist. TomDH in their previous game, they did the same thing. They tried to gank, and you know they've been having those team fights, getting those kills on top lane, and that kill on the Alchemist as well. Just gonna set Mr. Zogo back quite a bit.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Probably going for that medallion of courage that will reduce armor, and you know, like I've mentioned before, 5 RP's strategy seems to be revolving around armor reduction and physical damage. So top lane, oh, Nyx Assassin with the Vendetta up, he spots out Mr. Zogo. Mr. Zogo spots him out as well, I believe, and they are gonna go their separate ways. Death Prophet looking for the rune here. 12 minutes mark. Probably taken that rune as well. Excuse. Yes, the rune has been taken as well. And now TomDH just happy to farm. Oh, Locus will find Spirit here. Will he have the vacuum? Spirit has forced to pop the exorcism, and now Death Prophet will get a kill on the Darkseer. He's forgotten about the Crypt Swarm. That's at level 4. He, excuse me, and no silence up on the Prophet just yet, and that's gonna cost her quite a bit. Just be very careful because that silence will actually prevent a lot of heroes on TomDH's side from actually coming into the fight. I mean, Nyx Assassin, once his Vendetta is up, you know, he doesn't really need... if he gets silenced by accident, then he's gonna be in a world of trouble. He will not be able to pop his Spike Carapace. He will not be able to stun as well. Zogo's going to throw out the stun here on Locus, but that stun has no damage at all, and Locus will be able to get away. Then, like I was saying, you know, the DP silence will be what changes, turns team fights around, I believe.
Radiant's bottom
Invoker
tower
also
is under
very
attack.
dependent. Oh, top lane. Speaking of Invoker, he pops the EMP, he pops the Cold Snap. Zogo pops his ulti, and he will get away in time. Now Lion is, you know, he's been unable to do a lot of, he's been unable to do much right now. He has his Finger of Death, he has Earth Spike, he has a point in 2 points in Hex as well, but that's pretty much about it. He probably has to get, you know, a bit more tanky before he can join team fights. Would love to see Tranquil Boots on him. Just check the courier very quickly, nothing on the courier for him. And looks like 5 RP going to go down bot lane. Spirit gets caught out by Dalway here on the Nyx Assassin, and he's gonna go down very quickly. Kinetic Field's gonna help prevent him from dying. Spirit's gonna get right click down there, Phantom Lancer with that kill. And now Original comes in, gets chopped up by Mr. Zogo. Zogo comes in also, TP in, fantastic TP that Tornado will catch 2 heroes and 3 heroes. Invoker gets that last kill there. Focus wants to go ham with that surge. Those TPs coming from TomDH just so quick. And Lion, without a TP, he's caught out. Basically, just left behind. His teammates are wondering, where are you?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Right now, you know, the Death Prophet movement here was just too sudden, and now Cold Snap on Mr. Zogo. The stun will go out on him as well, and he's taking a lot of damage from that Ion Shot. He manages to pop his ulti and get away in time. DP out will come in, and now the Tornado will prevent her from chasing. She's gonna come in and go ham, try to get the last kill. No one. That hero, excuse me. Nyx Assassin manages to TP out in time. Lion a bit low on health, but still going ham here. The Acid Spray gets thrown down. Proper has the MP hero throw it down and forces everyone from 5 RP to run away. The Glimpse will catch Papa here, and the Finger of Death from Lion will kill him off. Mr. Mac wants to go ham, but very little mana on him. They are going to go for the tower here.
Tower is under attack.
Vengeful Spirit unable to do anything with Lockers by the side because Lockers does not have Vacuum just yet, and Vacuum will be a very integral part because you will want to roll into a Vacuum into the Tornado. Oh, Vendetta on the assassin.
Radiant's bottom
He's
tower
looking for a
has
kill.
fallen.
Can he get the kill on Disruptor before he himself dies? That's the question. Next assassin going to back off, use that Vendetta on the creeps itself. Vengeful Spirit. Sorry, excuse me. Original as well as Lockers, they're gonna just hang around and right now trying to buy space for the Phantom Lancer to actually farm. Spirit has been fantastic though with his exorcism, popping in every time there was a team fight. That helped them to get the bot tier 1 tower, and I would love to see more fights, more team fights by 5 RP. But right now they seem to be content to farm. Lion is just Lion building towards that mechanism right now. Would really love to see a more aggressive Lion here, but that Finger of Death really did help to kill off one hero. Right now 5-man mid lane. 5 RP, I'm surprised they didn't take Magnus, then I'll be like RP because that's reverse polarity. Magnus that's ultimate, and that basically pulls all heroes in a radius to you. So with the loss of this tier 1 tower here, TomDH is forced to actually fight behind, and that allows 5 RP to actually gain the high ground here if they are careful about it. There is a ward, and that's going to actually review 5 RP position here. So TomDH has pretty good wards, I would say. Or at least this one is really good. 5 RP gonna just move off and farm right now. They will try to get some space. I believe the next team fight will happen in mid lane. It's pretty quiet now. 7 kills for TomDH, 3 kills for 5 RP. And right now, the next assassin popping his Spike Carabus a bit too late. Death Prophet just spamming out the creep swarm right now, just trying to force them back, trying to force the creeps away from the tower. It is a good tactic just to prevent the creeps from getting the tower. And
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
both teams, I just hear them. One team is very quiet. TomDH on my right is very quiet, whereas 5 RP on my left, they are pretty vocal right now. The Tornado will drop and catches out Nami here. The EMP will pop as well. Spirit pop is in this rune, but right now both heroes have very little mana. They have forced to actually use the Arcane Boots, and now Locus wants to go ham. He surges up and he sees 2 heroes. Zogo will throw out the stun. He's done. Original and Original, will he be able to get away with it? The Exorcism comes in, Spirit comes in, catches 2 heroes, and the kinetic feel fantastic play by Disruptor here. Spirit is forced back, but he has the bottle charge and he will come back in the glimpse. Oh, Paupers, will he be able? He walks away, and Zogo is now left finding someone to stun. And you know what, all this time, Leonardo is just farming up top lane. He will be Cancer Lancer soon if 5 RP does nothing about him. Oh, the pings come out, they see someone, and next assassin looking for that kill there. He will actually get out in time. The pings go out, really predictive pings there by the way. Dust gets popped, Phantom Lancer doesn't get hit by the dust, so he will be able to get away in time. I see. Excuse me, I need to look at the items graphs really quickly. Assault Cuirass up and mid lane. We are gonna see the swap there. No stun for Original and Spirit now. He's not managed to get his silence off. Popper's gonna throw that Tornado and narrowly misses Spirit here. Mr. Mac comes in just to scare them away. And yes, I was saying, very quick Assault Cuirass there for Mr. Zogo. He's gonna dish out a ton of damage very quickly. Let's check if he has that right click damage. Not just yet. He has about 80 damage per right click after armor reduction. So he does have a ton of armor though. So again, this game for 5 RP seems to be centered around armor, and now bot lane. 5 RP. TR gonna just do a bit of damage here. And Locker's just gonna blink away. So this blink dagger is gonna be very dangerous as well. Spirit has popped his double damage rune. It is ending soon though. And he's out of follow charges. So this basically means that Death Prophet will be unable to defend. It looks like TomDH 5 men right now mid lane.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, Mr. Zogo on the top tower just chops away at the tower. Chop, 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 chop. TomDH says, you know, we're gonna get your tower at bot lane as well. Nick's assassin comes in from behind and the blink comes in. The wall drops as well. And where is the vacuum? The silence comes up from DP and Mr. Zogo gets stunned out himself. Will he be able to? Yes, he manages to stun Nick's assassin, but he's dropping 3 low himself. Can he? He gets caught. Spirit and him gets caught in the tornado and now Spirit's gonna just get dropped there. Very, very quick stun by Spirit there, preventing Original from stunning him. And the glimpse into the kinetic field. Now Papa's gonna get Thunder Strike there. Will he be able to make it out in time? Now, Nami does not have enough right click damage to stun. Oh my god, I keep missing those. The stun on from Mr. Zogo will stun himself once again. He has to pop his chemical rage just to regen some, excuse me, some health. And again, you know, this is just so much space bought by TomDH. TomDH buying a lot of space for their Phantom Lancer to farm, and he's gotten a Diffusal Blade. Let's just look very quickly at all the items itself. Next assassin, he pops that Vendetta and he gets that kill on Nami there. Disruptor gonna go down very quickly, and Lion unable to do anything. Yeah, all this 5 RP not doing too good in terms of preventing their heroes from getting killed. These gangs, the Invoker, excuse me, the Invoker's Tornado doing so good. Just doing so much crowd control, preventing 5 RP from running away. And that Blink Dagger on the Darkseer only has some points in vacuum, so he will be able to blink into wall, into vacuum, and that's gonna just do so much damage as well. And as I mentioned, quick look at the items itself. Diffusal Blade as well as Yasha up on Leonardo, who is the hard carry from TomDH here on the Phantom Lancer. Do see Blink Dagger up on Locust as well as a mech. And Assault Cuirass, very interestingly, the first pickup here for Mr. Zogo. That means he won't have a lot of damage. He will have right click output though, but he does not have a lot of damage to start off with, so that's going to be difficult for him. Spirit does have a Ill Scepter on him, so he's going to be able to get out. Excuse me? Spirit, come on. He will be able to get out of team fights very easily with that Ill Scepter. He has ground boots, so I really wish he had some phase boots so he can actually excuse me, that he can actually get away very fast, because you know, with his exorcism he does have a passive movement speed boost. AK is building towards, we're gonna see Vendetta? No, Vendetta just disappeared, just expired on next assassin. He has a double damage rune as well, so that would have been really dangerous, but TR has a lot of health, has that Vanguard, has that Plate Mail, so tons and tons of armor here. The question is, TomDH has quite a number of magical spells, and you know, what 5 RP really needs is a BKB. They need BKB up on their right click damage, on their right clicker, which is Mr. Zogo on the Alchemist. They probably need Death Prophet as well, to get a BKB. She might be building towards that, might be building towards a Woods of Travel. She's keeping her options open right now. Both teams very content to play passively, with Nyx Assassin jungling, Nyx Assassin going into the dire jungle for one now and again to see and find. And on bot lane we're gonna see 4 men. Oh, they will be spotted out by Nyx Assassin here, and now he's gonna get glimpsed back here, so he will not be able to join the team fights. The dust gets popped here. Very quick dust, I don't know why. Maybe they suspected that the Phantom Lancer, was around Nyx Assassin. They might have heard that just now, so 5 RP gonna back out. 4 men there trying to buy some space for
Dire's tower
Mr.
is
Zogo
under
to farm.
attack.
He's got his BKB, as I've mentioned. That BKB will keep him alive in team fights, may even turn team fights around if he is able to get a stun off. And that Dark's here just so good right now. He's baiting out those stunts. Docker's doing a fantastic job. With that Blink Dagger as well. That Blink Dagger is just gonna help him to prevent himself from getting stunned. He can search his teammates away and then get away himself. So it looks like both teams just gonna push down respective lanes. So 5RP gonna push mid lane with Exorcism up here. The stun goes up on Lucian. And now both teams looking to trade tier 2 towers here. The question is, will they go for the tier 3 tower? Exorcism is very quick. And will there be TP's back? No. TomDH now Popper's gonna TP back and that's gonna force 5RP to actually TP out here. Will they catch the last heroes? The TPs are all coming in and 5RP Spirit manages to actually use up the original here and the glimpse there. Oh wow, 2 heroes caught in the kinetic field and they go ham. Nami gets the kill on Vengeful Spirit and Lion gets the kill on Next Assassin as well. So good trade there. They got the tier 2 tower, 5RP got the tier 2 tower, they got the 2 kills as well. And fantastic glimpse there by Disruptor, by the way. Nami just doing so well, making sure he times it perfectly as well. The glimpse into the kinetic field, just so good. Quick look at the EXP graph. It's gone way up into TomDH, but it's still quite even, I would say. But goal graph, look at that. That's the Grievous Greed from Mr. Zogo doing his job, forcing the goal graph to be in their advantage right now. So a good trade there by 5RP. They get 2 kills, they get the tower as well. Denies this tower at the top lane, at the bot lane, excuse me. TomDH not gonna get the tower. That kinetic field is just gonna scare TomDH away. They are gonna back off a bit. Both teams gonna back off and they have to answer. Mr. Zogo, no mana. Look at him go. Now this is Cancer Lancer at its finest right now. But the thing is, can the Cancer Lancer go up against Spirit here on the Death Prophet? She has Exorcism and that really goes through all those illusions very quickly, and if they have Dust or Gem, Leonardo is going to be in a world of hurt. Spirit's probably building towards a heart right now, and she will be so tanky once she gets more kills, once she gets more farm or more towers actually. Basically, 5RP will be farming those towers. They'll be steamrolling those towers, let me tell you. Right now, both teams on the opposite sides of the map. We do have Leonardo on the Lancer in mid lane. He's just pushing the lane out, and he has to be very careful because if 5RP decides to 5-man him, looks like they are going to look for that tower push. 5RP, Spirit pops out, that stops them, and TP is going out. Now he's going to TP back, and we're going to see TPs all around. Leonardo is just going to slow down. Spirit's going to use herself just in case. And the tornado EMP comes out, and Spirit's now very slow. He gets diffused, I mean, even now Lion's gonna get killed off there. So goes to TP out and he's like, nope. Oh, Spirit narrowly missing the the Sunstrike there. I was searching for that just now, and everyone TP's out. So that's a tower, very low health, 50 health left. TomDH gonna look to actually deny that tower there, and the bot lane tower, let me check if that was denied. Yeah, that was destroyed by Vengeful Spirit, so there will be a bit more gold going for TomDH there. Now the score sits at 10-5, TomDH with 10 kills here. Will we see a Roshan pick up by both teams? I don't think so. They are just desperately trying to push down the towers. This is a best of one for both teams. We'll be fighting for 3rd and 4th place. We are live. Mr. Zogo, oh, he's throwing out the stun here. He stuns the creep. No, excuse me, he stuns the illusions here, and now he gets stunned in return. The original just manning up right now. The tornado will catch Mr. Zogo, and will we see Leonardo? Oh, he gets stunned and he will get caught in the kinetic field. The question is, will there be detection? Dust gets popped twice here, and now stunning field goes up. Leonardo gets glimpsed back, they really want to go after him. Look at that. Now, Deafening Blast will get thrown out by Poppers. He has Arcana, so his invoke will be decreased to 4 seconds, and he will have a lot more. AK is just dropping so low. Xiao is just coming up from behind, and now AK is gonna get saved. He has no mana, so he has no reason to be there basically. Now look at him drop that damage from the Quill Spray, and still 5 RP want to go ham. TomDH just being right now. They don't have an answer. The Phantom Lancer is really there just to push. That's what I feel. He's there to push. They're kind of a bit like Red Dota, but you know, that's pretty much about it. He can't really do against a 5-man 5 RP right now, simply because the crowd control in terms of the exorcism from Death Prophet is just too much for him. He needs to get in, slow someone. He really is just he should probably go around with the next assassin, try to get some kills, and that next assassin just very poor thing to have gotten caught in that kinetic field there. To be honest, right now it's very difficult for me to decide who is the MVP. I would love to say that the Disruptor, Nami on the Disruptor, is playing pretty well. Doesn't have a lot of items on him. He is saving up for an item. I would believe maybe a Shiva's Guard. That would add to the armor strategy that Alpha 5 RP has. Again, quick look at the amount of map control or amount of wards and sight that both teams have. So this is what the Radiant team has sight of. Looking at the minimap itself, they have ward, they have creeps pushing up, but pretty much they don't have any defensive wards here, and this ward here by the river is gonna expire soon. Or the raid on the dire side is pretty bad as well. They have an aggressive ward in the jungle, but that's about it. The tornado will come out. This is a very long tornado. Now Sprint gets swapped back. He pops the he popped this root, and now the Sprint will come out. Sprint really living up to his name right now. BKB gets popped by Gogo and huge vacuum into the wall there. But Locus, will he be able to get away? No, he will not. Right click, one more. There we go. Death Prophet getting a double kill here. 3 kills there, and now Phantom Lancer just has to push. He just takes out here, but no, he actually has to back off. Zogo still come in. Oh wow, Monia on Mr. Zogo, and will Leonardo go ham? Mr. Zogo has no mana to, and he's just being beaten back by Leonardo there. Oh wow, he forces this Phantom Lancer, forces everyone to TP back, almost everyone, excuse me, forces Spirit, forces Nami to TP back, and our next assassin gonna have to try to force stuff. He forces staffs himself out of there, uses Vendetta as well, which is lucky because he almost out of mana. Mid lane, they managed to actually push the tower down to about 1/3 of health, but that's about it. This Phantom Lancer just, you know, right now, to counter Leonardo, I believe 5 RP just needs to 5-man Leonardo, and that is really scary because he's just gonna be so annoying. He's building towards a heart as well. As a Reaver could, yeah, he will be building towards that heart of Tarask, and it's just gonna be so annoying to go up against the Cancer Lancer. And you know, once you see that Leonardo can actually solo Mr. Zogo on the Alchemist, it is just so scary. The Zogo going for the very fast right click. He has ammonia on him. He will be able to use static charge as well to help push and farm. But that's, you know, that's pretty much about it. 5 RP, they kind of have come to a standstill here. The pinks come out, and inside they know the Sunstrike will come down. So now TomDH knows that 5 RP are in Roshan. Will we see a contest for Roshan here? Spirit pops the Spirits. Spirit pops the Spirits early, and that helps Mr. Zogo to pick up the Aegis very quickly, leaving TomDH unable to contest the Roshan at all. They don't have the Phantom Lancer. He was just moving back, so he was unable to do anything at all.
Dire's top tower has been denied.
Quick look at the goal graph. Everyone behind me is going ham. Thank you all again once for tuning in. But quick look at the goal graph. 2-4 staffs. And we have the algorithms on Poppers as well. That's going to help him a lot, and he will be able to throw out a lot more spells. Comes a very utility number 5 role, original on the Vengeful Spirit, and that's a Diffusal Blade level 2 on Leonardo here. He's been eating through those Diffusal charges very quickly. He has almost gotten his heart right now. Locker's now going for the push strat as well with a Necrobolt. On 5RP side, they have the Molnir, the Assault Cuirass, as well as the BKB. They spot out someone, and now Mr. Zog. Excuse me, back to the item graph here. Hard up on Spirit, so that's gonna be very difficult. She has the all-important item on her, which I won't say just yet. This item, guys, this item. Yeah, has the Shiver's Guard as well as the Vanguard. So the problem right now I kind of feel with 5RP's lineup here is that they have all the armor, they have all the armor in the world. They just don't have a BKB, which, you know, TomDH is just shredding through them because they have magical spells, the Invoker, the Vengeful Spirit, as well as the Darkseer. All those magical spells just kill 5RP very quickly. Both teams now gonna mid in. The question now is whether 5RP can actually push up onto the high ground. Mac gets popped a bit too early here, just to help Mr. Zogo to get some health back. But he has no mana, he cannot go ham right now, doesn't have any mana for Chemical Rage. But the Spirits will pop, Spirits again, and now the stun, no stun coming out, EMP as well, coming out to just push, make them, oh look at them, all mana-less, and this was what I was talking about, the Chaos Meatball will drop. Now he's think of it, Zogo trying to stun someone, will he be able to get the stun off? He's gonna go down, he's dropping very low, the Aegis gets popped. 5 men into the Static Storm there. Aegis will come back and the bigger of them will take out the Nyx Assassin. That Prophet is gonna kill off Vengeful Spirit as well, and Phantom Lancer now coming in to kill. Double kill for the Phantom Lancer, and the gem drops to the ground. Tornado comes out again, stuns out 3 heroes there, and now Nami's gonna go down. Look at that, the fusion that's doing so much damage, and now Zogo's trying to go ham. The vacuum into the EMP is gonna help him. Oh, one more right click for Lockers. Manages to get away in time with that surge. But this leaves the middle barracks open, and 5RP going to look for that opening to actually get the racks again. Huge team fight there that brings both teams so much closer in terms of kills. TomDH have 13 kills and 5RP have 12 kills. And now top lane also pushing in. There is a siege creep, but this is going to be taken care of very quickly by the Cancer Lancer. And once again, to those viewers on the Twitch stream, thank you very much for tuning in. Excuse me. We are live at the School of Information Systems in SMU, Singapore, Rasmata right now. So if you guys are, if you guys are hanging around, do come down. Huge thanks to those viewers behind me as well live at the event. I hope I have entertained you guys a lot. Very last minute thing for me, but I'm really honored and really grateful to be casting for this. My name's Maya. I'm alumni of SIS, and I'm always happy to help. This is the Dota 2 Cyber Gaming Competition. We are watching the 3rd and 4th placing game right now. This entire event proudly sponsored by Logitech. They have an event next Friday as well at Colosseum at the 5th level in Bugis plus Singapore. And right now back to the game. 5RP Spirit is going to go ham with his Spirits here. The Tornado will come in, catches 2 heroes, the Mag comes up. I am so laggy right now. EMP will hit almost 5 heroes, and wow, look at that. Invoker just destroys Zion here, lagging still, and Tia's gonna get swapped back. Zogo's gonna try to stun someone, he stuns 3, but will he have the damage to kill everyone? No, look at that! Wow! I'm lagging so bad, I don't know what's going on, but Nami gets killed, Darkseer gets a kill, and that's a kill on Zogo as well. 2 for 2 trade here. Alchemist has to buy back, and he will be TPing, trying to force the team fight right now, and Looking at the buyback graph, no buyback for very little buybacks actually. One buyback only available on the Invoker from TomDH here, and he's not gonna waste that right now. Mr. Zogo bought back, but he's not going to go ham yet. I think both teams are going to wait for the next Roshan. That's my gut feel right now. They really want Aegis up, at least on the Phantom Lancer or at least on the Invoker, because that would be huge. Right now, TomDH gonna barrel down mid lane and try to take this mid tower. The kinetic field will stop them. Stop all these creeps. Look at the creeps. Just help me, let me through. And now Mr. Zogo is just gonna stand up illusions there. And what can 5RP do? They can barrel down mid lane once again and take down the range barracks here. The range barracks has no regen, so taking out the melee barracks here was a good idea. That means the creeps are a bit more stronger, and now 5RP rotating. Oh, they will find Leonardo here. He will get silenced, and where is the gem? The gem's no longer on Death Prophet, so she will not be able to see him at all. And Tia has the gem. He wants to go ham. He's trying to slow. He's pinging up, calling his teammates, can you come and help me kill this guy? So Leonardo knows that Tia has no stance at all. He will TP out, and Tia's just like, I used all my mana, guys. Give me mana now. And you know, this, I'm really surprised that TomDH hasn't gone ham and pushed out mid lane. But it looks like now 5RP gonna push down top lane instead. Nami, we're a bit low on health. They can pop the arcane boots as well as the mech there, and the pinks all come out. TomDH forced to actually go back. They can't push right now because you know they cannot lose another range, another set of racks. If they lose those racks, it will be so much more difficult because they will have mega creeps in both lanes. So we're gonna keep this on the buyback status for a while. There's 2 buybacks available for TomDH and 2 buybacks available, actually 2 buybacks available on both teams. Hold on. 5RP decided to go TP back to mid lane. They decided to get out there instead of pushing. They did see. Excuse me. They did see that. We're gonna have a team fight against the Shiva's guy will come out. Tornado will catch 2 heroes. Spirits pulse his spirits. EMP will catch 3 heroes here. And the stuns, oh, look at the ice wall. Slowing everyone down, but Mr. Zogo with his BKB vacuum into the 2 vacuums into the wall there. Once again there, and now TomDH, no one's dropping yet, but Phantom has a Phantom Lancer. Excuse me, he's dropping very low, getting chopped by Mr. Zogo there. Darcy is gonna get a kill on the line there, and now he wants to go. Does he want to go get a kill on Tia? Yes, he does. No, he does not. Now he's gonna get slowed down, and ooh, the stun there. Fantastic stun. Locus is gonna come in.
That's a twofer.
And he's gonna get killed off there. The tornado will throw Mr. Zogo up. And now the buyback from Popper. The buyback from Phantom Lancer. Excuse me, now Mr. Zogo's gonna get turned on. He's gonna get eaten 2 for 2 kills. For 2 trade there. And the Sunstrike. The Sunstrike. I hear the Sunstrike, but dance. I cannot find it right now. I really doubt. Oh wow, the TPs have. Original has to pop the TP just to defend this tower here. Look at the creep doing just so much damage. That's a mega melee creep. Tornado will come in just to force the creep to die. And pinks all go out right now. Leonardo's just going ham. He has a heart. Look at the items itself. He has a heart, has a Manta style. Blade. Those items got up on him really early. Vengeful Spirit not doing a lot, unable to do much actually in this game. Just like the Lion, they have been relegated to the 5th position here. Kinetic Field here, just gonna pause, gonna slow down the fusions. But yeah, there's no answer right now. Oh, Nami he suspects that someone is in Roshan and he throws down the static field there. Static storm, excuse me, and the kinetic field here. Oh, AK gets caught out here right now. He gets thrown up into the air and now he will finger the Vendetta. No Phantom Lancer as he gets that kill there on the Lion, and now 5 RP are 2 men down. Zogo comes back and he has a basher on him, so he will be chop chop bash, chop chop bash, bash bash. Maybe if RNGesus is in his favor, he's gonna go ham, and will we see gets done out here. But the pipe goes down for all heroes. The pipe is a good choice, but I really believe what this Bristleback needed to go is not the Shiva's Guard, but the BKB instead. That BKB would have been huge. He would have survived so much more. That Tornado comes in and chases everyone out of Roshan right now. Roshan's gonna get picked up by Alchemist here, and now Vacuum. There's a wall here, there's an EMP, and now the 5 RP running for their life. Mr. Zogo, he's up his BKB. The Shiva's Guard's gonna slow them down as well. And now 5 RP running for their life. That kinetic field will stop them though. Will stop 2 heroes, 3 heroes still chasing. Hex up on Mr. Zogo, they really want him now. Ice Wall will go down, the Static Storm goes down as well, catching 2 heroes, and now Disruptor gonna drop first. Disruptor is gonna drop Elixir Assassin now, and Pompous, he's silenced here. He will get glimpsed back into Kinetic Field, perfect timing once again by Disruptor, and everyone sends on his 2 kills there. And basically, Phantom Lancer actually gets killed on the Lion here, but that's not surprising because Lion's just so under farm, he's so not tanky at all. Huge team fight, keeping the score 19 to 18 here. 5 RP, they are gonna go down they're gonna go down mid lane while TR just goes top lane to defend. He's gonna go ham with those kills, grab some farm for himself as well. And you know, if he had a BKB in that fight, I believe that fight would have turned out so much more worse for TomDH. So TomDH right now, they do have offensive wards placed up, but they do not have but that Roshan, you know, that Roshan, they really needed that Roshan at least up on that Invoker, but really unfortunate. 5 RP just walked into Roshan and took it, and TomDH couldn't get in time. That kinetic field, perfect placement here, just prevented 2 heroes from going in and forced the rest of the heroes to juke around. And you know, that kind of separated TomDH here. And you know, that just made them so much harder to crowd control. 5 RP just manages to juke around in the trees here. It is really to Dire's advantage when they were fighting in this area. Things all come out. TomDH sees 5 RP barreling down top lane. They want this tower. Vengeful Spirit finally has her 4 staff. And Spirit pops the Spirit. I love saying that. The Tornado goes down, EMP goes down, Mech goes up as well. The creeps are going ham. Kinetic Field gets popped here, but nothing's gonna happen. They won the tower. Lion's dropping really low. Meatball drops down now. And TR is just going to have chop, vacuum into the wall right now. Lion's going to drop very quickly. Leonardo's going to pick up a kill on the Death Prophet. Death Prophet buys back and will be able to TP inside this beautiful Sunstrike there. And now 5 RP running for their lives. That Sunstrike prevented Lion from TPing out, and TR now, he will have to TP out. No, he gets stunned out there, but well, he cannot attack. No, he will not at all. He gets set upon by all those gens as well as the stun from Xiaowei on the next assassin. That was really unfortunate with you know, that team fight there had people running all around. It was very confusing. I do apologize, I'm lagging myself a bit during these team fights. We'll probably have to restart Dota as well as my broadcasting software in a bit. But this game, 50 minutes game, 22 kills to 18 kills here, and now 5 RP they buy back. They have to defend. This is kind of like Red Dota right now, where the Cancer Lancer just pushes the lanes and forces 5 RP back. But still, 5 RP, you know, they have their TPs up on them. Most of them at least. And TomDH, they do have TPs as well. They do need more TPs. They have a boots of travel on Leonardo, so he will be able to actually be like a Nature's Prophet. Probably could outdo a Nature's Prophet as well. That would be really interesting. Crystalback still no BKB yet, and I'm really concerned about that. You know, in that last fight over here where he died, if he had a BKB, he could have popped it. Although he would have popped it when getting into the team fight here, if he had a BKB up here, he would have survived. Yeah, BKB TP'd out, and you know, probably his team would just, you know, that basically both teams do not need to be giving kills to each other at this point in time, because buybacks are just so rare across the scoreboard right now. So 5RP very methodically working on the towers. They're gonna grind the towers down. Popper's gonna get into position for that huge tornado. Again, catches 2 heroes, EMP as well. Will just reduce some health. That mana intensive team right now. Mr. Zogo needs mana for his stun. The DPs will go on top lane, and I mean, you know, look at that. 4 TPs forced back right now, and if Mr. Zogo didn't get out in time, his teammates would be like, bye, you're just alone there by yourself.
Double damage!
Bit of miscommunication, I would feel. I kind of felt that maybe 2 heroes TPing back, maybe just even the Bristleback TPing back would be huge. Would be enough to actually keep, would have been enough to actually keep the lane in control. The tower hasn't gone down to half health there. And still, tower not half health, so they really didn't need all 4 heroes to TP up. The Aegis is still on, or rather, it probably just expired. It did just expire. I saw the timer sitting right beside the teams. You know, it's really difficult not to give things away. But Mr. Zogo, good man up. Look at the damage that he does not do to the illusions, and look at the illusions, the damage that they're doing to him. He has no answer right now, no right click damage. He doesn't have as much right click damage. Look at that, about 250 after armor reduction, maybe even more. And whereas this Phantom Lancer has 280 just without armor reduction. So after armor reduction, he would maybe have about 240. Considering that, you know, 5 RP, they have a lot of armor on them, so but still he can output so much more damage than the Alchemist, and that's not good. I believe this is the calm before the storm right now. TomDH has to defend their mid tower as well as their top tower. Mr. Zogo gonna go ham. He's chop. Spirit come in with the Spirit behind him, but he's just going ham now. He pops his BKB. The kinetic field catches just a few creeps as well as poppers here, and he's gonna go down very quickly. No, he has a buyback, so he might buyback here. Still lagging so badly. Oh god, bye. And now Phantom Lancer has taken the bot there. Phantom Lancer killing off the tower at the bot lane.
That's a twofer.
And he TP's back. He gets a double kill there on both the Disruptor. Oh, Spirit gets away in time. And he will TP's away in time. Nami actually forced to buy back, I believe. Yes, Disruptor forced to buy back into the game just to defend the tower and bot lane. And Phantom Lancer just getting 2 kills there. Huge. Leonardo is getting so huge in this game. All he needs right now is a Divine Rapier, and he might get it if this game goes on for another 5 minutes. Maybe he will get it, and I will be so happy because the Divine Rapier in the game just turned things around. Right now, there is no answer. There is no answer to this Cancer Lancer. Zogo wants to go ham. The Tornado catches one hero, and look at that, this is over just melt under the Phantom Dancer, and now the swap comes in, huge swap. Nami's gonna get caught out there, and Darkseid's gonna get killed there. 4 heroes coming in now. Nami's not going to be able to buy back in time, so he's gonna stay dead. Marcus, a finger of death is gonna get killed there. He's gonna buy back, and huge team fight here. Leonardo is gonna go ham, but he's gonna back up, go on Tia here, and still lagging so badly. Sunstrike will come down, hits no one, plastic no one to the ground, and huge team fight. TomDH dropping really low here, with the exception of Invoker, who just brought back. He's running to mid lane right now, saying, you know, guys, if you guys can stay there, I will come and support you guys. But still, no, nothing at all. One tower traded for, one tower and a few kills traded. TomDH is gonna pull ahead in terms of the number of kills with 26 kills and 26 kills for TomDH and 19 kills for 5RP. For the EXP itself, very interestingly, both teams are pretty even in terms of the EXP, with 2,500 EXP advantage for TomDH. But look at the goal graph. It was in 5RP's favor, but they are slowly losing that lead. In terms of the item progression itself, we do see push items coming out, the necro books all coming out. Necro book level 3, that's gonna be huge because that's gonna provide sight without, you know, the risk of having a gem. And that's gonna help push as well, because all those AoE spells caught by that 5RP can output. Basically, you know, once they kill off those Necronomicon creeps, they take damage themselves, and that's gonna hurt. This gonna hurt heroes like Lion, Death Prophet, as well as Disruptor, because his static spell will damage them as well. Or they spot out someone from behind. No, they do not. So ping's all going out, we will see. Oh wow, this is so dangerous right now. The tornado comes in and catches 3 heroes, throws 3 heroes into there. ESP comes down, Alpha manages to pick up the Aegis of the E-model. The wall comes down as well, but where's the vacuum? No vacuum back. Chaos Meatball will drop as well, and now everyone stands upon Spirit here. Spirit's gonna launch himself into the air with the Ill Scepter. No one's dying just yet except the Lion's gone down. Spirit's gonna drop very low here. Marcus don't want to get a kill on Spirit, but Mr. Zogo's dropping very low. Rosie has to pop the Alchemist there. Darkseid actually gets the kill on Death Prophet simply because of the Necronomicon speed. Christopher gets a kill on Darkseid then, and DP forced to buy back. Trying to defend here, but really, where is the answer? Leonardo is back in base. I believe he just TP'd back in base right now, and this game just going on for too long. The top barracks have gone down, so the creeps are pushing into the tower. That's gonna force TomDH to defend, and this will be helpful to 5RP because then they can actually push other lanes as well. The question is, will they do a split push here and force TomDH to split themselves to split themselves in defense of all 3 lanes? Now 5RP gonna push down bot lane here, and TomDH gonna send their Phantom Lancer down mid lane, and he's gonna just be whack, 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 whack. Along, look at that. The Forged Spirits will help him as well. And now bot lane, we're gonna see 5RP attempt to push up. The pinks all coming out. They are like going ham, guys. We are going ham. And the pipe gets popped here. The Impale will start out. EMP will drop, and that's all of Mr. Zogo's. Oh my god, he walked into the eyes. Well, he still popped his BKB there. That's a 4 seconds BKB right now, and that's not gonna be good. And they will back off. They want to wait. 5RP will want to wait for Mr. Zogo's BKB to come back online before they attempt the next push. But TomDH right now, they are forced to actually defend. They do need to actually push up the top lane here. If Leonardo or the Cancer Lancer can actually push up this lane, they might have a saving grace. 5RP unable to take the high ground simply because of that fantastic Invoker. No, that Invoker play with the Tornado, with the EMP, just forcing 5RP to back off, and regroup because they have no mana at all. And of course the wall, the threat of the wall as well as the vacuum, just so good. And now 5RP, I keep saying this, but 5RP is still pushing down bot lane. The pings keep going out to defend, but I believe both teams need to make something happen right now. 5RP just looking to use their Aegis in their favor. It's gonna take about 3 more minutes before he gets popped, before he gets reclaimed by Roshan. He gets stunned out there. The pipe will go up. Tornado comes in, catches 3 heroes and tons of kills. 4 heroes, excuse me. The mech gets popped here, and now even Phantom Lancer is forced to PB back here. He's, Mr. Zogo's gonna go ham here, and that huge vacuum still lagging so much. And Taz goes down as well. Everyone's dropping so quickly on 5RP. Mr. Zogo gonna pop his Aegis and he's gonna drop. I mean, he's been standing, he's been tanking a lot of damage. He's gonna go down the next assassin. And now Mr. Zogo running for his life. He says to Spirit, get out of there, man.
Outside. That's a 2-5.
They get a kill on the Invoker though, a bit woefully out of position here. And they still want to go ham. Mr. Zogo's gonna get caught out here by Yahweh on the next assassin, and he's gonna go ham on Disruptor who has no more mana. He's gonna glimpse him. Finally a good glimpse there. Next assassin has no mana and he's gonna just keep back. Just, he doesn't want to fight Nami right now. Doesn't know where his teammates are, although they are all dead. Excuse me, they are all dead. That just increases TomDH's speed to 10 kills. So 32 kills there for TomDH and 22 kills for 5RP. Huge team fights all around. Fantastic plays by both teams. Leonardo now. Look at him just go ham on Mr. Zogo. Mr. Zogo doesn't, he's just trying to fight as many fusions as he can, but he doesn't manage to stun the real Leonardo at all. And Poppers wants to go ham, he throws out the ice wall here. The static storm comes down as well, but no heroes are gonna get caught in it. Mr. Zogo's gonna walk into the ice wall, he's gonna slow himself down, and the kinetic field comes out. He wants to stun someone, he's looking to go ham, he stuns the wrong one. And now the Deafening Blast as well as the Chaos Meteor will eat him up. Phantom Lancer to getting a kill. And walk in, Tia walks into that Sunstrike there. He's gonna pop his Shiva's Guard. And right now that's the middle racked for Dire to go down. 5RP, they have one last saving grace here, but he's still alive. They have no more buybacks to be honest, and now TomDH gonna go ham. They're gonna take down the Asians as well, and it's GG, well played! Congratulations to 5RP, they are gonna go take third place, and excuse me, congratulations to TomDH, they are gonna take third place here, and 5RP fourth place. Very, very good games by both teams. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you all for staying here until it's pretty late, I believe. And wow, huge game all around. And right now we are going to move to the finals. My name is Maya. It has been a fantastic game. I believe this MVP of this game, huge fights, Invoker. I believe it's Poppers on the Invoker or Flang Nami on the Disruptor. So that's huge team fights, fantastic. I really love casting this game. And once again, thank you all for tuning in. If you guys are here, thank you all. I think there might be still some more ice cream, so go and grab it because I'm going to grab some myself. This is the Dota 2 Cyber Gaming competition. You have just watched the third place places between TomDH as well as Flang Nami. This event has been proudly sponsored by Logitech, and my name is Maya. Thank you all for tuning in. We will be having the grand finals in a bit, so do stay tuned. I will switch off the stream for a bit and try to get my computer back on track. I do apologize for all the lag, and just stay tuned. We'll be right back.